You're going to need pen and paper for this episode, or grab your notes app if you like to take notes that way, because we're going to evaluate some key areas of overall health for you. All right, let's go. Welcome to the Overweighted Podcast, where we get real about the struggles of being obese and needing to lose a whole lot of weight. My name's Malaika. I'm your host, weight loss mentor and coach. Join me on my personal weight loss journey to lose about 200 pounds, and as I share my very real experiences, plus some simple, successful, and sustainable weight loss tips and mindset shifts so that we can mark lose weight off of our to-do list for good. Okay, so health is so much more than just being thin, right? It's more than just our weight loss. And you've probably seen it before, but you can be thin and still be really unhealthy. So it's so much more than just the weight and whatever the scale says as far as actual overall health. And as we're nearing the end of our How to Lose Weight in 90 Days and Keep It Off series, I want to address some other areas that are key to our overall health and wellness. And take the information from the previous episodes in the series and just really dial in on your nutrition and exercise and just find some simple ways to make it work for you. And speaking of exercise, make sure you join me for the Rock Your Workout Challenge. It's a 7-day fitness challenge. It's all going to be done virtually. You can join us at malaikaburley.com/7-day challenge. Like I said, it's going to be 7 days. It's 30 minutes of virtual dance fitness. It's going to be really fun. You can connect with some others, and you'll also get access to the free Transformation Tribe network as well. So make sure you join us before that starts. It's going to start on July 3rd. malaikaburley.com/7-day challenge. It's the digit 7, and it's all together. And of course, the link will be in the show notes as well. All right. In this episode, I'm going to ask you some questions, and it's going to help you to kind of self-evaluate what other areas you need to work on as far as your health besides just your nutrition and your fitness. So this is the same questionnaire that I would use with my clients. So I'm going to go through this with you so you can kind of coach yourself, kind of like what we did with the initial assessment in the beginning of this series. So I'm going to ask you these questions, and I want you to evaluate yourself in each area. All right, so let's go through this questionnaire. All right, so we are going to look at 6 key areas. We're going to look at relational, physical, and by physical, I don't mean the weight or like your health and nutrition that we've already been talking about. Your spiritual life, emotional, mental, and environmental. So we're going to look at these other areas because all of these things impact your life and impact your overall health more than just, like I said, the health and the fitness or the weight that's on the scale. All right. Okay, so grab your pen and paper, and for each of these areas, you're going to grade yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, and I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'll let you know what each end of the scale represents as well. And so just grade yourself to the best of your knowledge where you are right now today. And then we'll kind of look at your answers in a minute. All right, so first, let's look at physical. So how is your energy level lately? So from a scale of 1 to 10, how is your energy level lately? 1 would be exhausted, and 10, you are feeling like a superstar. All right, so how is your energy level lately on a scale of 1 to 10? Okay, number 2, how pain-free are you lately? So on a scale of 1 to 10, how pain-free are you lately? 1 would be worst pain ever, and 10 would be no pain, feeling great. How pain-free are you lately? Number 3, how recovered or rested do you feel recently? So do you feel like you're getting enough rest and you're recovered? So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a wreck, I'm super tired, I am not rested and recovered. Or a 10, like you are feeling strong, you are immortal, like nothing's gonna stop you, you're feeling ready to go. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how recovered or rested do you feel recently? Okay, so that was physical. So let's go into the second area of emotional. The first question, how has your general mood and outlook been lately? So how has your mood been in general, or like your outlook on life been lately? On a scale of 1 to 10. 1, it's been utterly miserable. It's terrible. Things just look really grim. Or 10 is like, yay for everything. I'm here for it all. It's awesome. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how has your mood been in general and like your outlook on life? Okay, next question for emotional. How well do you feel that you can express your emotions directly, maturely, and honestly? How well do you feel that you can express your emotions directly, maturely, and honestly? So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like yelling at or ignoring everyone, whatever those negative emotions are that you've been feeling lately whenever you're trying to express yourself. Or a 10 would be that I can clearly and confidently express my emotions, even the really hard ones. So the 1, are you like hiding your emotions, or maybe when you're trying to express them, you're always yelling? Or 10, you are able to clearly and confidently express your emotions, and you're able to do that safely, even the hard stuff. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel that you can express your emotions directly, maturely, and honestly? And then the last question under emotional is, how able are you to calm yourself down when you're upset or anxious? So on a scale of 1 to 10, how able are you to calm yourself down when you're upset or anxious? A 1 would be like never, I can never calm myself down when I'm upset or anxious. Or a 10 would be like always, like maybe you got some strategies in place. You're always able to calm yourself down when you're upset or anxious on a scale of 1 to 10. The next area we're going to look at is mental. So how calm and focused do you feel lately? So on a scale of 1 to 10, how calm and focused do you feel lately? So 1 would be like you're freaking out and frazzled all the time. And a 10 would be like you're totally zen, total zen master, calm, you got this, right? So how calm and focused do you feel lately on a scale of 1 to 10? The next question for mental, how confident and capable do you feel lately? So how confident and capable do you feel lately? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shameful, I feel like a fraud, and 10, you are, I've got this, I feel like a boss. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident and capable do you feel lately? And the last question under mental, what happened the last time you were presented with a big logistical challenge? So what happened the last time you were presented with a big logistical challenge? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, I failed miserably, or 10, I nailed it. So the last time you were presented with like a really big challenge that was logistical, maybe it had a lot of parts that you had to kind of figure things out for. What happened the last time? 1 to 10, 1, you failed miserably at, trying to solve that problem or handle it, or 10, you nailed it. All right, the next section is spiritual. So the first question here, how much do you identify with a bigger why or purpose for living? So how much do you identify with a bigger why or purpose for living? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, I feel like life is meaningless, or 10, I am an important part of the bigger picture of things. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1, you feel like life is meaningless, or 10, you feel like you're a part of the bigger picture and things that are going on. So the next question under spiritual, how does the way you are living right now reflect your deeper values? So these deeper spiritual values that you may have, how does the way that you're living right now reflect those values? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, not even a little bit. So the way you're living does not reflect your values, your deep values right now. Or 10, the way that you're living is in perfect harmony with those deeper values that you hold. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1, not even a little bit, 10, in perfect harmony. And then the last question under spiritual, how often do you feel hopeful and optimistic about the world or life in general? So how often do you feel hopeful and optimistic about the world or life in general? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, never, I never feel hopeful and optimistic, or 10, I'm always hopeful and optimistic about the world or life in general. Okay, so the next area we're going to evaluate is relational. So we have 3 questions here. How supported do you feel right now by the people around you? How supported do you feel right now by the people around you? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, you feel utterly alone, you don't feel supported at all. And a 10 would be like, yes, go team. They're supporting me. They're lifting me up. I'm at the top of the cheerleader pyramid. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how supported do you feel right now by the people around you? Okay. Next question. Can you be your authentic self with the people that you spend the most time with? On a scale of 1 to 10, can you be your authentic self with the people that you spend the most time with? 1, not at all. And a 10, yes, without question, I can be my authentic self with the people that I spend the most time with. So grade yourself there on a scale of 1 to 10. And then the last question here under relational, do the people around you encourage the healthy behaviors that you're trying to build? So do the people around you encourage healthy behaviors? So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being never, they never encourage my healthy behaviors, or 10, they always encourage the healthy behaviors. And the last area we want to look at is environmental. Is your home environment relatively clean, safe, and free of toxins? So is your home environment relatively clean, safe, and free of toxins? And toxins could be like cigarette smoke, or maybe industrial pollution. Maybe you don't have really clean drinking water. So is your environment relatively clean, safe, and free of toxins? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not at all, or 10 being, yes, my home is like my temple. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, is your home environment relatively clean, safe, and free of toxins? The next question, does what's around you actively contribute to your well-being and healthy behaviors? So do the things around you actually contribute to your well-being and healthy behaviors? So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not at all, and 10, like, yes, it's a shrine to my goals. Like maybe you've got all the vision boards and all the sticky notes all over the place, right? So does what's around you actively contribute to your well-being and healthy behaviors on a scale of 1 to 10? And then the last question we're going to ask ourselves for environmental and for this questionnaire is, your community safe, secure, and supportive? And is your community safe, secure, and supportive on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being never and 10 being, yes, it's my sanctuary? So I'm sure you're probably multitasking right now while you're listening to this. So when you have a chance, go back through those questions and sit down with your pen and paper or your notes app. And I want you to grade yourself on each of those areas. Okay. So now that you've gone through all of those questions, you've evaluated yourself in each area, I want you to really look at that and put a check mark to some areas that are going really well or going awesome for you, right? Maybe put a check mark, or you can circle it. But what are those things that are going really well for you, or those areas that you're doing really awesome in right now? So take a note of those areas. And then I want you to look at what areas need improvement. So maybe we're going to circle those. So we'll put a check mark next to what's going awesome. And then we're going to circle what areas need improvement. So what are some of those areas that maybe you scored less than a 5 in, that you know that you need to work on and improve? Okay. And now that you know what areas need improvement, then I want you to pick one of those areas to focus on first, and then write out what steps you can take to move yourself forward so that next time you evaluate yourself, your number can be higher. So we're not going to try to work on everything all at once, right? Because if you've ever listened to any other episode, I always tell you to change one thing at a time. Focus on one thing. So pick one area that needs improvement, and you're going to circle that. And then I want you to write down some steps that you can take to improve that particular area. Okay, because we want to move the number a little bit higher. And with those steps, I want you to pick one step of those steps that you wrote down to work on first. So maybe you have 5 steps. Pick one and you're going to work on that first. And then you'll work on the second and the third. And eventually you'll have worked on all 5 of those things to help move your number a little bit higher. And what you can do is, if you're not really sure what thing to work on first, when you look at your evaluation, those areas that have a number less than 5, which of those areas would have the biggest impact on your life if you improve that right now? So that's the one that you probably want to start with. So if you're not sure where to start, look at those 6 areas and think, which one of these would have the biggest impact on my life right now if I made steps to improve this area? So that's the one you're going to start with. Write down those steps and then pick one of the action steps to start moving that needle forward. And if you feel like you really need some help with focusing on what to do, or maybe getting through some roadblocks that come up with either your weight loss or with any of these particular areas, then grab a one-on-one coaching package with me. So I'll be there to help you get going and to hold you accountable for 3 months and to really help you work through some of those roadblocks that might come up. And you can do that at malaikaburley.com/coaching. So again, you can do this yourself, but if you really feel like you kind of need someone to hold your hand, walk you through this, and really hold you accountable for 3 months, whether it's this or on your weight loss journey, then go ahead and grab a one-on-one coaching package with me. I would love to help you out and be a part of this lifestyle change with you. Like I said, health is so much more than just weight loss and just the number on the scale. So it's so important that we take the time to evaluate these other areas of our life. And maybe you sit down and do this maybe every quarter. If you're not able to do it every quarter, maybe do it every 6 months and just evaluate these 6 areas and see where you are. And hopefully the needle is moving forward. But like I said, pick an area, make steps to move forward. And if you notice that maybe some things are slipping instead of moving ahead, then start asking yourself why that is and what changes happen in the last 3 months or 6 months to make that happen, and then make some steps to improve from there. All right, I will see you guys next time. You have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you got any value out of this or something just really resonated with you, can you do me a favor and leave a review? It helps others find the show so that it could help them too. Also, I'd love to connect with you on other platforms. I'm Malaika Burley on IG and YouTube. And go grab my free webinar, The 5 Keys to Simple, Successful, and Sustainable Weight Loss at malaikaburley.com. And of course, all of those links are in the show notes. Thanks again and have a blessed day.